I love when the chair just kind of like builds itself.
Yeah. Transformer stuff.
Yeah.
There we go. Oh, that's cool. Hey, think about everything.
It's hot heavy, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Having that hot tang was like doing like hard drugs. Like that hot tang is spicy, but like not like hot. Like I don't know how to describe it. It slaps you in the face when you it tang. Tang. It's not like that there.
Yeah.
I didn't have my dessert last night. Maybe I'll have it for a breakfast dessert. That meal last night was pretty clutch, I think.
Yeah, definitely helped me stay warm or get very warm when I was in bed.
Yeah.
Actually, without stuff on it. Is that what? It's the coffee from Shoppers. It's like it's the white container. It's like a caramel medium blend. But I usually put a bunch of creamer in it, sugar in. Brooks got me putting in no. What's the stuff?
Ginseng?
No.
I just
Fuck.
said gin.
What is it? Is it ginger?
Just straight gin.
I think it is just not ginger, but like cinnamon.
Cinnamon, there you go. There
Yeah.
you go. We got there.
I got there eventually. Like, what is the gingerbread man made of?
Ginger, but what else? Do you know the Muffin Man? Who lives on Drury Lane?
It's, you know, oh wow, this looks really good. Oh,
What's that? Vanilla.
yeah, vanilla, raspberry, vanilla. Apparently they're based out of Montreal.
Oh.
And this is all of my meals today, so hopefully
They're good.
they're good. Is there no 5 minutes?
Those look good. It's got the sauce. Is this yours, Thomas? I don't think it's mine. No?
Maybe.
Did you have? You had that one. Maybe this is mine. I don't know. I didn't recognize it. Could be one I just had in my camp pack and I didn't remember.
I had two, but I thought my other one was a
smaller one.
No, it's like a hockey one. It's got the Rangers logo on it for some reason. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I wonder who won last night.
I'll find a starter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably some rando. It's gonna come to me at some point.
Wolves need to bring back Ricky Rubio.
Yeah. For your eggs?
Ooh yes,
What's that?
eggs. Need to open it. Don't be such a fucking lazy Jones. Just wasn't hitting.
Wasn't doing it for you.
No. Oh.
Okay. You got the small pole here. Yep. Scott, what do we do on the first day?
Well, I want to say we bitched out, but we kind of bitched out. We were supposed to go to Big Bald Rock, but we ended up here in Refugee Cove. I mean, it's a beautiful place to spend the night, so it's kind of worth it, but just means today is going to be a little longer.
And as I've mentioned on a couple of my videos, I think the risk and reward definitely wouldn't have been wise for us to try to hike another, what, almost 10 kilometers, I think?
Almost 10, yeah.
Which just wouldn't have been possible. It was 6 o'clock in the evening when we got here, 6 p.m.?
A little later than that. A little
A little later?
A
A little earlier.
Yeah.
So anyway, so we're off to Seal Cove today, and then that'll be a long trip on the coastal trail, and we're gonna have a lot of nice look-offs to visit, some cool spots to see, I'm sure, and then very small hike out to Eatonville to get a shuttle out to the park entrance, because I left my keys in Scott's car. We were supposed to take my car from Eatonville to the entrance of the park, and I goofed, and now we have to get a shuttle. So that'll be super cool.
So on day number 2, we took our time in the morning getting up and on the go. So one thing you'll find is a lot of hikers will get up and go quite early to get to their next location. So we left this location at Refugee Cove at around 11 a.m. And I would say we started really getting on the go and moving and making ground by 11:30. So we did get to Seal Cove around 7:30 p.m. With this in mind, we decided to pretty much do the entirety of the Chignecto coastal trail in one day. So it really depends on what you're trying to achieve. And we kind of knew we were going to be a little later because we were doing this trip over a shorter time frame.
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember that when we got that big picture?
True,
That's
yeah.
like the drone spot, I feel like.
I feel like that was...
Now, if we had booked it better or maybe a little differently, we would have perhaps been better off stopping at Keyhole Brook or Carey Brook. But we had known from previous experience just the quality of campsites that are at Seal Cove. And so that's what really made us stop with that decision and stick with Seal Cove.
Who like goes close to the sideline,
Okay.
and then there's a guy in between them.
Neat.
I feel like you would be good at that.
Yeah, probably.
I can say with certainty that Big Bald Rock and Little Bald Rock have really nice campsites. Keyhole Brook is very open, but also very nice sites. And Carey Brook, I'm not entirely sure. There's a nice cabin there. And that's another thing. I haven't had a chance myself to take in any of these cabins, but you have to book them very quickly. The very first week that the season opens, which I think is around May, beginning of May, that you have to book early to get these sites. Otherwise, you'll not get them. They go so quick. So on this second day, it's much of the same. The trails are very difficult from this point on because there's a lot of roots. There are some nice sections from Refugee Cove to Cape Chignecto, that very first nice look off there on the coast. And then getting to Little Bald Rock, that's when you start to get into some more of the rockier terrain. I think it's around between Big Bald and Keyhole Brook is when you start getting into more switchbacks. So you'll start to go up and down a lot of hills. And that, I think, is the big thing, that if you're not used to switchbacks, those can get you. I think the switchbacks are very steep. Now, going in this clockwise trail direction is not as exerting, I would say, as if you go in the counterclockwise direction. Because when you go counterclockwise, there are two significant inclines going out of Refugee Cove and going out of Mill Brook. It kind of makes up for going down the incline coming up from the information center. But I would say that really going in the direction that we did in this video was the way to go. We stopped off at Big Bald Rock and had our lunch.
Oh, that'd be perfect. Alright.
It almost looks like man-made.
Yeah, it does. Too square.
Yeah. What's the map saying, Scott?
I just started. I don't know if you heard that. Well, we're in Big Bald Rock. We want to go to Seal Cove. So, we still got some distance.
How much distance are we talking?
Another 10?
Oh, really?
Another...
Yeah, that sounds right.
Another 10, I'd say.
And we've already done 10?
We've done about 9.2.
9.
Roughly.
I also have my watch telling us to get now, and watch it dead.
Oh no.
Rip.
Oh, it's that way.
Are you taking the long road?
We are going the distance.
Beautiful.
So cool.
Head down.
Just Ellen.
Got down there.
here.
Oh yeah. A little steep.
And then from there, it was really just a lot of up and down, going in through the trail, checking out the sights. And actually, as we began to approach Seal Cove, I think it was right between Keyhole and Carey Brook, we spotted a seal, a mother seal, and her cub. So that was really cool to see. We got to see them for a little bit of time. The GoPro didn't really pick it up. But once they saw us, the mother was not looking forward to sticking around and tried to get her cub out of there as quickly as possible. But that again is the coolest part about this coastal trail is that you get to just enjoy all of these look-offs, take some time, have a snack, take it in because it's such a cool spot where you get to see the fog sitting out over the Bay of Fundy. You get to go through the changes of the forest from a open birch forest to a dense conifer, to a dead area, to an area where there's been a lot of blowdown from storms. And the changes are drastic from our first experience through this trail to our trip this time around. So again, the second day was pretty eventful. Got some cool footage and saw some cool sights. And again, if you have the time and you plan it appropriately, stopping off and taking time on these beaches and these lookouts is the way to go for sure.
Wah. Oh, I think I see a seal down there. I think there's a seal down there. Yeah, it is too. Right there. He's right there on the rock, middle. You see him? He's moving his head a little bit.
See that? He's running over the water. Yeah, look, it looks looking right at us.
Yeah.
It's like, holy fuck. Am I in trouble? All good.
Good eye, Roach.
Solid eye.
It looked like another seal body, but it also could be a rock.
No, it's a seal.
Hey, look at him go. Oh, we get a dive. Oh, it's gonna be cool.
Sliding. Yeah, it saw us and it was like, let's get the fuck out of here.
Yep. Neat. Oh!
Where the hell did we go?
That way. We go down and around where that buoy is, I think. Yeah. See the trail's right there. Right there.
Okay, did we go here?
No, it's all good.
Nah, I guess that's...
I mean, you could go that way. Hey there guys, we just did 21, 22 kilometers today.
Wild.
So we're going to be camping at Seal Cove tonight. It's a little late, it's about 7:20, 7:30 almost, so I don't know if we're gonna get much in terms of video at the site. So if there's anything else to show, I will bring it back. Otherwise, I'll catch up with you guys in the morning to show off Seal Cove.